This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, has approved the UAE Companies Law that is expected to boost corporate governance. The approval was the result of a cabinet meeting that was chaired by the ruler of Dubai on Sunday. That could also help promote the Dubai and Abu Dhabi financial markets to emerging market status. The new draft law was passed as part of the government's strategic approach to give greater flexibility to set up various types of companies and strengthen corporate governance of joint stock companies. Additionally, the Cabinet also passed an order restructuring the National Authority for Qualifications, as well as a law regulating the work of experts in the courts of law in the country. The Cabinet also approved the 2012 budget for the Marriage Fund, Zakat Fund and the Emirates Authority for Standardisation and Metrology. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, along with His Royal Highness Prince Khaled Al Faisal, the chairman of the Arab Thought Foundation, launched the 10th annual FIKR conference. The event brought together entrepreneurs, officials and intellectuals to discuss and shed light on issues relevant to the Arab region as a whole. The conference put an emphasis on renewing hope and reinforcing will and direction by building better bridges of communication and ensuring a better future for the Arab world.
We called for change, but we called for change in ourselves, not in our culture. We want to develop, we want to change to the better, but we don't want to change what we are. We want to change to the better. I think the Arab Thought Foundation, through Fikr, has already talked about these changes and predicted it. In 2010, our conference talked about, some of our speakers talked about new maps of the Arab world. I think Fikr and Arab Thought Foundation always predicted and called for change that comes from within, not change imposed on us from outside. We are a non-political organization or a cultural organization.
In recognition of a life defined by generosity and giving, the Arab Thought Foundation awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai. Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Deputy Ruler of Dubai, the UAE Minister of Finance and the President of the Dubai Health Authority, inaugurated this year's International Diabetes Federation at their 21st International Congress in Dubai. IDF, a non-governmental organisation, announced their aim for the region, putting an emphasis on their slogan to advance diabetes treatment, prevention and cure through scientific research. The IDF and its member associations engage millions of people worldwide in diabetes advocacy and awareness. This year's Congress has attracted 15,000 delegates from all over the world.
You know, the MENA or the Gulf region is the diabetes capital of the world in terms of prevalence. And you know how you've embraced economic development. You are in between the East and the West. So we wanted to bring the East and the West together, but especially to increase diabetes awareness and to ensure that your leaders, especially government leaders, do something to save the next generation. And that's why we didn't only bring the Congress, but we brought 100 youth leaders from around the world and from your region to ensure that we have safeguard the health of the future generation.
And contrary to popular belief, statistics show that the USA has the highest number of people with diabetes, with an estimated 23.7 million diagnosed, followed by Mexico, Canada and Haiti. New figures indicate that the number of people living with diabetes will rise from 366 million in 2011 to 552 million by 2030 globally. The findings also show that 116,000 children in Europe have type 1 diabetes, with 18,000 new cases this year.
I was diabetic when I was 3 years and a half. It was tough for me because I was a kid and it was not allowed to me to eat junk food, candies and these things. And I would like to tell everyone in the world that it's not really easy to live with it. And I actually was a kid. So I would love to see anybody would help the boys and girls over the world, and would love to be a part of it.
The Road and Transport Authority is looking to build 24 new bridges around Dubai, according to a local paper. The new initiative is in a bid to promote the city as more pedestrian-friendly, whereby 36 raised bridge crossings will also be constructed, as well as 86 pelican crossings, 121 new zebra crossings, and an upgrade of 74 current junctions and roundabouts. The new initiatives have come off the back of a recent study by the RTA titled Pedestrian Safety and Mobility Action Plan for Dubai. To further raise awareness and demonstrate that everyone can help in times of need, the spouses of UAE diplomatic leaders did their part for charity today by holding a fundraiser event in aid of the Thailand flood victims. Over 200 women gathered at the Monte-Carlo beach club on Saadiyat Island and sold everything from muffins to clothing in order to raise money for the millions affected by the worst floods Thailand has experienced in half a century. About a fifth of Thailand's 64 million people have been affected by the ongoing flood crisis, which began in late July. The Power of Women was in full force, with event organisers predicting close to 100,000 dirhams raised for the Thailand Red Cross Society.
We realized that this has been such a tragic event, the floods in Thailand, which has caused over 500 deaths and left thousands and thousands homeless. So they really need some donations and help to get them resettled and to feed them and, well, whatever way. You know, people have lost belongings, lost lives. So to help the poor people in Thailand, we just wanted to do something.
I feel really grateful for everybody from the diplomatic area, from the people from every country in UAE to come to support us.
As the Emirate awaits the 8th Dubai International Film Festival that kicks off on Wednesday, film fanatics are in for a celeb-filled treat, as Tom Cruise and Shah Rukh Khan are set to headline the event, along with some of the best Emirati up-and-coming talent. This year we'll see 46 world premieres, 78 Middle East debuts and 65 Arab films. 13 are from the UAE, one of which is Emirati film London in a Headscarf by UK-based Emirati director Mariam Al-Sharkol. The film documents the journey of an Emirati girl who moves abroad to pursue higher education. According to industry experts, by including an Emirati perspective within another culture, such as the UK or US, that dominate film globally, is something that can help launch the Arab film industry onto a global platform.
We can create an industry here, an industry of content development, of developing stories, with thousands of years of history and a canvas that we have built. I mean, you know, His Highness has invested in this region in such a way that you have a canvas like no other. And that's why people are coming here to use it for locations. But instead of just being another place for us a location to come and film, which is fantastic, we have the stories. We have a story to tell.
And up next, we have the day's business news, so stay with us.